Video, I'm going to talk about my experience between middle school and high school. In middle school, I was in special ed classes, but I felt like in middle school I was challenged more in middle school. I had to do homework and papers, but I felt like in middle school they challenged me more. And then in high school I was in general ed classes because the special ed classes were too easy. So even though I graduated with certificate of completion, I felt like in middle school, I felt like I was challenged more in the special ed classes, but in high school, the general ed classes were a lot more challenging, and it gave me confidence. And in high school and in middle school, they provided me with wonderful technology, and I was able to do all my papers with a voice activated program called Dragon Naturally Speaking, and that made my life so much easier. And sometimes my teachers in middle school and high school, they would scan my worksheets into the computer, and I was able to do my worksheets on the computer independently, so I thought that was pretty cool. And in both experiences, I feel like I had wonderful experience, and I feel like, especially having CP, the teachers are really aware of your disability and what you need. It's your job to ask what you need, but they're very adaptive on making things work and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, Dragon Naturally Speaking, especially with my papers and stuff, research papers, that changed my life, because even though Dragon Naturally Speaking was a difficult program to deal with, because you have to train your voice to the computer, it made my life so much easier, especially writing papers. And sometimes it would be difficult because it would pick up people's voices in the background, but it got me able to get my work done properly. And it was just, I felt like in both ways, in middle school and high school, I was challenged, but in high school I automatically had to go in general ed classes because their special ed classes weren't challenging enough for me, and I just didn't feel pushed in their special ed classes, if that makes sense. And I'm a person that likes to be challenged, and even though I got a lot of homework and stuff, I'm one of those people that likes to get their homework done, and I'm very consistent about it. And sometimes I would get stressed about it, but I look back on it now and I'm like, why did I stress myself out so bad? I know I wanted to do really well, but it was why am I stressing myself out if I don't have to? But I had a wonderful experience between the two, middle school and high school. And middle school, I felt like I became like more independent for myself, because I was able to ask my teachers for like assignments or any assignments I needed. I was responsible for that. So middle school like taught me a lot of things, and it pushed me to do well in high school too, and I taught myself more like independence, and like if I was missing an assignment that was on me, I had to go ask like the teacher for the assignment. And so, and sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I didn't want to do my homework in middle school, so I like had a couple lunch detentions, but I mean, I learned my lesson, and yeah. So the key word is like, do your homework and you won't have to go through that. It's just simple as that. But yeah. So I felt like in high school and middle school, all my teachers were very adapted on what I needed and what I was capable of doing. They kind of pushed me, which was really good, because they didn't see that I have a disability. They didn't feel sorry for me, which was really good, because it just made me become a stronger person in life. And I don't know, it just made me a better person for who I am today. And I probably mentioned this in past videos, but I graduated high school in 2008, but I got my certificate of completion because I was having trouble with the I-step and I wasn't able to pass the math. But I'm not gonna let that like stop me. I want to try again, and I'm studying really, really hard to get my general studies. So no matter what you're struggling with in school or anything, know that your teachers are there to back you up, and they're not gonna let you fall. Like, they believe in you, and I feel like my teachers in junior high and high school believed in me the whole way, and they were my cheerleaders. So just know that people are behind you, cheering you on, no matter what goal you're trying to get to. They're right with you, cheering you on, and they know they're cheering you on because they know what's best for you. And so I just want to do a little shout out to a couple teachers of mine that I had in the past. They're wonderful. Okay, if you're following this channel, shout out to Mrs. Cruz, shout out to Mrs. Meredith, shout out to my social studies teacher, Jennifer Dothert. They're incredible people, and they have definitely touched my life in many different ways. I love you guys. You have been my cheerleaders over the years. Yeah, I just appreciate everything. And you guys have made me the person that I am today. So, yeah, thank you so much for that. And I am doing very, very, very well. Like I said before, I've been working with the same job for almost 10 years, and I'm going back to school for my general studies. So hopefully that'll open some more doors for me. But like I said, again, shout out to Susan Cruz, Jeannie Meredith, and Jennifer Dothert. You guys were my biggest cheerleaders in school. You guys always will be. Yeah. So hopefully to see you soon. Check out this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you can see my videos and see what I've done in over the years. Alright, bye guys.